Hello everyone, this is Ian. I'm here at NAB 2011, and this morning we've come over to the Cartoni booth because there's a brand new Cartoni head out on the market called the Maxima, and we wanted to take a moment to check it out, and we have the opportunity to actually speak to the manufacturer. So this is a real treat for us this morning. I also want to introduce David Butler.
Morning. Good
morning.
And
David, why don't you quickly tell us some of the features of the Maxima?
Be glad to. This is a brand new head for Cartoni. It will, the capacity of the head was always a concern for everybody, so what we did is we made it from 0 to 88 pounds, infinitely adjustable, both counterbalance and drag, so you can effectively set it wherever you like to. You're not relegated to any numbers or anything. It will tilt a complete 90 degrees. It'll take a very small configuration. Effectively, you could put a DSLR on here all the way up to a full-fledged film camera with a very large mag and lens. And
one of the things, obviously, no matter what the weight of the camera is these days, everyone wants to be able to have very finite adjustment in their drags. And I've noticed that when we worked with this morning, that there are click-stop, and it's you get very precise on your drag intensities.
In addition to the click stops and the ability to infinitely adjust it, we do have a reading on the back of the head that allows you, which is great for multiple users because they have the ability to see where they're setting their counterbalance and drag. Some people may like very heavy drag, which would be your Americans, and Europeans like very light drag. So they could actually mark it on the top of the head and say Dan does this, John does this, and an assistant can come in, dial their numbers in, and they will be good to go every time.
Okay. Elizabeth, from your perspective, what was the inspiration for creating the Maxima head?
Well, we had two challenges. One was the fluid, that we wanted a very broad variety of fluid drag, which would go from the very minimum, almost freewheeling, to a very, very heavy drag. So we have been studying and working a lot on how to achieve this counterbalance, which was, the result came out with a stack of copper plates that are interleafing one with the other. Based on our patent of the planetary fluid drag, we built those stack of plates that go in and out, so the variation of the fluid comes from that stack of plates. And it is very nice, and we're pleased of the big range of variation that we have got in this head. Then the other challenge, of course, was the counterbalance. The counterbalance is a very tricky issue because if you have to go from plus minus 90 and have a perfect response throughout the whole range of angles, that is a problem because the leverage of the camera that you have on the top of it changes a lot while you are going down and you are passing the horizontal point. So that again, it's 2 years that we are studying on that specific issue. And finally, I have to say that my father, at age 91, came out with a patent lately last year. And we found a way with offsetting with an eccentric 2 sets of springs to achieve that.
So you've taken designs that you've used in the past to refine them, and now this is sort of incorporating new discoveries and new technologies to make this head.
Yeah, absolutely. It is an evolution of the counterbalance system that we have on the Omega head, which has been, it is still very popular, but that sometimes can have an unevenness in the passing of the horizontal.
Okay, one other practical question. We have it in what mount do we have it here?
What, I'm sorry?
What are the mounts that we have available for
you can either do a 150 millimeter flat base, Mitchell mount if you will, or you can do a 150 millimeter ball base as well as an adapter.
Okay, so we're 150 and Mitchell on this head.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
We just want to take a quick run around.
One thing I might want to mention also is that you have different plates that you're able to utilize on this particular system. You can either use a quick release, a standard Euro quick release plate, which is this plate here, or you can take this plate off once this is open and be able to utilize an O'Connor style plate. So if you're which is more popular in Europe, in the United States, this is the most popular one because they want to be able to interchange it with other manufacturers' heads. So, and this is the standard Euro size plate. And so that's something very important.
It would also interface with the Ariflex, with the Red, and with the Sony plate.
So it's very, I mean, it's almost custom, so you can almost put any head you want on it. Excuse me. There we go.
Okay. We also, you'll notice on the sides here that we have these nice robust handles for picking up and moving it around. Also, let me pan this around.
There you go.
Nice solid locks, and we have nice solid slider lock. Nice solid rosettes, so nice beefy robust build on this. And on the back here, you're going to notice that we have a spirit level that lights up, and also we have the counterbalance setting as well as numerical values for your pan and your tilts.
The locking mechanisms are very ergonomically positioned so that an operator can very comfortably lock off if they're in a particular shot and just want to stop in one particular position. The counterbalance is very easy to dial through. And then we have a multiple lock also that will allow you, if you're going to be changing a large magazine and or a lens, it's just a pin that will allow you, if your operator or your assistant forgets to lock it off, they can just put a pin in and it's not going to move. So you're not going to lose your camera.
Okay. And on the front, of course, we have the capacity here for a front box if need be. And also, one of the great features here, of course, is our 90-degree tilt down. So that's our look at the Cartoni Maxima. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you soon.